video for you on my makeup tips for hooded or small eyelids. If you are watching this, you probably know what hooded eyes are. What it means is the skin above your eyelid just folding over your eyelid space when you're looking straight ahead. So you can see it with my eyes here. I also have very small eyelids as well. So you might find when you are watching other YouTubers, they have these big eyelids that they can create all sorts of looks with a whole lot easier, and you might try to recreate it and it looks nothing alike, and I feel your pain. So I want to show you how I deal with it, because we were born with these eyes, we just need to know what to do with them. So I'll show you what I like to do with my makeup, and I really hope it helps you if you're struggling, and yeah, we'll just get started. So my first tip is to shape your eyebrows higher than what they actually are, because with hooded eyes they do a lot of dragging down, they make everything look heavy and just bleh. So we want to try and counteract that and lift them upwards. Firstly, I just brush upwards at the start of my eyebrow and then outwards as I go along, and then I kind of comb down that arch point there so I can see exactly where I want it to be rounded. I like to use a brow powder, so I'll just take the product on a little angled wing liner brush, and I like to do the underneath line of my eyebrow first, and this just creates that shape that I want that I can fill in everywhere above that. As you'll see, there's a lot of hairs down here, but I'm just going to ignore them, and I'm going to lift my brows slightly above them. So as you can see, I've drawn that underneath line, and I have ignored the little hairs that are underneath there that I should probably get removed. If you were to go along those brow hairs, your eyebrow would be so almost straight across, and you don't want that. Tip number 2 is when you are applying your eyeshadow, you're going to have to lift your eyebrows as high as you can to be able to achieve that crease line, because if you just look straight ahead and try and apply onto that, it's going to be a mess. So lift those eyebrows and then you're left with this clear crease line ready to work with. Tip number 3 is to cheat your crease line. As you'll see with small eyelids, if you drew the crease on where the actual crease is, that will leave you basically no eyelid space to work with. So I'll just grab this light brown shade and a small crease brush, and what I like to do is draw the crease on where I think my eyeball finishes. So I'll raise my eyebrows and I will draw it on above the actual crease line. I'll draw the crease on where I want it to be, just where my eyeball ends. I won't blend anything out yet, just so you can see exactly where I've done this. So with that, you can see that my actual crease is halfway down there. But what I've done is I've just created this whole entire eyelid space. Cheating your crease is one of the best tips, because who wants a crease that's way down there? I would say another tip is to use a small crease brush, because if you use a larger one, you're not going to be able to direct the product easily where you want it to go. So using a small brush to begin with really directs the color where you want it, and then you can use a larger, fluffier one to blend everything out. So now I have that first crease color in place. I'm going to go in with a slightly darker one with the same brush, and I'm going to apply that over the top just to darken it up a bit. I'm going to take this shimmery bronze shade from another palette and work that across the eyelid that I have created, just up to the crease. Once all the bronze is applied, I'll go back in with this dark brown eyeshadow